everybody. How are you all doing today? It is Monday, and I've had a busy morning already. Dadman had a doctor's appointment at 8:30 a.m. this morning, and so we were up going to that. Everything is fine, just a regular checkup. But so got that done. Um, Let me see. I have to get my Twitch set up here so I can see that and make sure I get all the notifications that I need there. Whoops. There we go. So let me go ahead and do all the stuff I do in the morning. I'm going to hit that like button. Wow, thank you for the 5 likes already. I'm going to share it over into the Twixverse. Whoops, that's not the one I want to do. Let's do this. And we're going to go. So I am live. And let me put my Twitch on here just in case anybody wants to go over there. So here we go. We're posting that. That is good. Let's check Twitch here. Let's see on this one. It looks good. And let me turn emote off only on Twitch. And then if anybody wants to go over there and talk, they may. So we have a poll today, and I'm going to put the poll up, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about each of the stories so that you guys actually know which ones they are. And then we will go to the chat. Actually, you know what? Let me do the chat first, and then that way, then I can go ahead and do the stories. So let me go ahead and put the poll out there, and then I will talk about each one of them. So let's look at our chat here. We have Corey that at 7 o'clock this morning said, I'll miss the show, but figured I could still get you a view and like here. Have a great day. Thank you very much, Corey, for that. And I hope that your day goes well. And if you watch this in the uh, replay, thank you for hitting that like early. And we have Sci-Fi Mom B. Good morning. Good morning to you. And Penny, hello. Good morning. Happy Monday. Have some hellos back and forth. Hellos, we have Snorter Poopus, Hello Humans, and other. I guess I should put your guys' names up here. I keep forgetting to do that here. We have Corey. Hey, Corey. And we have, whoops, Sci-Fi Mombi. Good morning. Good morning to you. Penny here is a um, hello to you. I love how you use the little memes for our names. I think that is so adorable. We have Snorter Poopa saying hello humans and other critters. Hello to you. And Dadman Walking says, hey miss, have a great stream, getting gas and driving. So hey chat, he yells to you all in case you can't hear him. And we have over on the Twitch side Siribot and Stream Elements that are helping me out there. And I believe that is all. So our poll today is I like this fairy tale best. And we have 4 of them. And I picked some that are a little some of them are familiar, some might not be, but I'm going to kind of tell you a quick version of each one. Our first choice is Little Red Robin Hood, and I'm getting this. I'm getting my text from a website called InterestingLiterature.com. So so that you know I am reading it from there. Let me write that down. Okay, and this one, our first story is Little Red Riding Hood. And so this is one of the most famous and best loved fairy tales of all. But what exactly is its moral? Most fairy tales have morals. Is it what? Don't talk to strange men when you're out on your own? This question is made even harder to answer by the fact that Little Red Robin Hood exists in 2 versions. In one, the red hooded protagonist is gobbled up by the wolf, but in the other, she is spared or cut out of its belly and given a reprieve. Whatever its ultimate meaning, this remains a stalwart of fairy tale collections, and it's been popular ever since Charles Perrault's telling in the 1690s. So, Little Red Riding Hood is our first choice for the fairy tale you like best. And then our next one is Rumpelstiltskin. Let me go up here and find that. Come on, mouse, you can work. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. Here we go. Rumpelstiltskin. So, Rumpelstiltskin. No. Um, this tale is closely associated with the Brothers Grimm, although it's closely related to them, and they're retelling from the early 19th century. The basic story of Rumpelstiltskin actually dates back around 4,000 years. It's a tale involving a greedy king, a negligent father, and a mysterious child-hungry dwarf named Rumpelstiltskin. It's an odd but endearing fairy tale that may have its roots in fears over bad harvests. So we don't really know, but Rumpelstiltskin. It's about a little um, child-hungry dwarf that will take your child if you can't guess his name. Then our next one is the Frog Prince. It's a short, reasonably straightforward tale that became popular in the 19th century with the Brothers Grimm, and there were various retellings of it. Basically, this is a tale about a princess who accepts help from a frog in return for her hand in marriage. This does share some similarities with Rumpelstiltskin in that in both stories, a girl receives help from a hideous assistant who then demands something in return. But in this story, there's definitely a pleasant ending. And in Rumpelstiltskin, remember she had to spin gold out of hay or wheat or whatever it was. And Rumpelstiltskin helped her do that in return um, for um, I forgot what oh my gosh, my brain just went bad. So anyway, yes, in return for um she had to guess his name. I totally miffed that one up. Oh well. Our next one's Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Um there's two versions of this story. It actually originally the original version had an old woman rather than a golden-haired girl as the story's anti-heroine. Um The version that we know, I love this. Goldilocks is a juvenile delinquent who breaks into a humble Urshine's dwelling in order to indulge her penchant for fussiness over meal temperatures and fidgeting about in other people's beds. So those are the three stories. Rumpelstiltskin, you have to guess the name in return for him helping. Little Red Riding Hood, don't talk to wolves. Goldilocks, just about a juvenile delinquent that breaks into houses, and the Frog Prince, he had to marry a prince, but we know how that one turned out, right? So here we go. Um, let's check our poll here pretty quick, and wow, a very good dissection. We have 7 votes. Goldilocks is in first, Rumpelstiltskin's in second, Little Red Riding Hood and the Frog Prince are in third. Let's check our chat here and see what we have. Ba ba ba. Yes, that blonde yes, Goldilocks, that blonde biatch that invaded your cousin's home. Exactly. And Killer Rabbit of Carabanong, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate that so much. Say hello to everyone, even that old bear rug. Well, thank you for stopping by and saying hello. I hope your doctor appointment goes well. And Snort Pooper says, hello, ribbons. Bears in the choices. Is there really a choice? And Penny, I love the emotes. Killer Rabbit of C. And Killer Rabbit from Space says, greeting humans and Polar Bear Rug. And Killer Rabbit picks Rumpelstiltskin. Gary Menozes says hello to me and the chat. And we have, says, please don't touch my um, porridge. And Snorter Poopus says, Goldie Karen. She was a little fussy, wasn't she? And if you can't tell your grandmother from a wolf, there is a word for you, moron. Exactly. Exactly. And we have Bernie here. Good morning to you. I hope you're doing well this morning. So there we go. We have our poll today, which is about fairy tales. Um, and we are doing good. So we actually have 9 votes because we have a Rumpelstiltskin from the Twitch side that only votes on the Twitch side. So we have Goldilocks. Let's see. So that makes 9. So actually, Goldilocks and Rumpelstiltskin are tied now because we have to add a vote because it came from the Twitch side. And we have Little Red Riding Hood in second and Frog Prince in third. So that is with a total of 9 votes at the moment. Oh, now Rumpelstiltskin is ahead. Just watched it change. That was so cool. Because we now have 10 votes. So Rumpelstiltskin's number 1, Goldilocks, then Little Red Riding Hood, and then the Frog Prince. So excellent, very good. And we have Richmond Auto Parts, Richmond Auto Exchange. Mandalorian, good morning to you. I hope you are doing well this Monday morning. It is 12 minutes past the hour. Um, 10:12 in my neck of the woods, and I have already had a full day. I had to get up. We went to the hubby had a doctor's appointment, went with him to that. Got home about 9:30 and got the show ready. So yes. What flavor of porridge? Mine is apple cinnamon. You know what I love to have when I have porridge or oatmeal? I love it's real basic. I love putting I like it when it's really, really hot. I put a little bit of milk in it, and then I put a little butter and then brown sugar, and I let the brown sugar melt, and then I kind of stir it up with the milk. Oh, yummy. It's so good. So, so good. But yes, that is I keep forgetting to put things up in the chat, and I don't know what my problem is today. So let's see here. Let's see. So we have Killer Rabbit saying greetings. They're proof that there actually was a vote for Rumpelstiltskin. And some of these I didn't already do. We have Bernie that said hello. And Mandalorian, Richmond Auto Exchange that says hello. And Penny says, now I'm hungry. Whoops. Now I'm hungry. I think they eat just basic porridge. And that's good too. That would have been an interesting poll. What kind of flavors do you like in your porridge or oatmeal? Mm. So, who knows? Excuse me. We're going to go ahead and start our birthdays. It's about 15 minutes past the hour, 10:15 in my neck of the woods, which is the East Coast of the United States. And I say good morning to you. I bought some brown sugar and maple oatmeal home today. When I make it, it will be just right. And that blonde brat won't get any. Depends on which flavor the bear dined on ate last. Well, serves them right for going into their house. Well, today is Monday. It is February 26th, and it is birthday time. So happy birthday. Happy birthday to whoever's birthday is today. I hope you have a wonderful one. Our first birthday today is Betty Hutton. She died at 86 years old in 2007. She's an American stage, film, and television actress. She's a comedian, dancer, and a singer. She rose to fame in the 1940s as a contract player for Paramount Pictures. She appeared primarily in musicals and became one of the studio's most valuable stars of that decade. She was noted for her energetic, sometimes manic performance style. Her breakthrough role came in Preston Sturges' The Miracle of Morgan's Creek. And then she also played the role as Annie Oakley in the musical Annie Get Your Gun. And she was in Cecil B. DeMille's epic The Greatest Show on Earth. Her final film appearance was in 1957 in Spring Reunion. She starred in her own series, The Betty Hutton Show. Um, About by the 70s, she largely abandoned her performing career and found employment in a Rhode Island rectory after becoming nearly destitute. That's so sad. She returned to the stage temporarily, replacing Alice Closely in the original Broadway production of Annie in 1980. In her later life, Hutton earned a master's degree in psychology and worked as an acting instructor at Emerson College. Betty Hutton passed away at 86 years old. Are you sure bears didn't put honey in their porridge? They might have. And Killer Rabbit says, that's funny. My parents taught me to share. Naughty polar bear. And hello, Admiral Teague. How are you today? If this lady is in the New York Annie, I saw it. Sarah Jessica Parker was Annie. She was in the original one in the 80s. Um, she replaced her, I don't know how long, but you might have seen Betty Hutton. That would have been really cool. Very, very cool. We have 12 people watching. Thank you guys very much. We have 11 people on the YouTube side with how many likes do we have? So one thing I hate, we have 9 likes. We need to get those even. Our poll, I like this fairy tale best, has I have one vote over from the Twitch side, which is Rumpelstiltskin. So that makes Rumpelstiltskin in first place, Goldilocks in second, Little Red Riding Hood third, and Frog Prince in fourth place. And Snorter Poopus is no sharing with blonde burglars. Our next person is Johnny Cash. He died at 72 years old. He was known for his deep, calm bass baritone voice and the distinctive sound of his Tennessee 3 backing band, characterized by train like chugging guitar rhythms and a rebelliousness coupled with an increasingly somber and humble demeanor. He gave free present concerts, and his trademark all black stage wardrobe earned him the nickname Men in Black. He became one of the most influential musicians in the 20th century. He inspired artists in various genres, from country to rock and roll. He is perhaps best known for his songs Ring of Fire, I Walk the Line, A Boy Named Sue, and Folsom Prison Blues. For you guys, I get my birthday information from 2 websites, famousbirthdays.com, and I get my biographical information, a lot of it from Wikipedia. So that is also in the description that I give, just to kind of cite and, well, not kind of, to cite where I get my information from so that you guys know. And let's see, we have, let's see, you saw it in 1980. It could have been. That would be have been really cool. And Agent Atwood loves Betty Hutton and says, "What's up, y'all?" Oh, yes, she would have been Miss Hannity. Absolutely. I think I didn't miss anybody. You heard he fell into a burning ring of fire. Is that right? Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Ha, ha, ha. And Killer Rabbit really liked Cash's final music video, and the flames went higher. His final musical video, Hurt. Okay, wasn't sure what that meant. And the flames went higher. Yes. Knock, 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 Penny. Penny, Penny, Penny. Hey, what other stream do you get sound effects for your chats? Teague says, I figured one piece at a time would be your fave. So Johnny Cash. And then we go from Johnny Cash to Michael Bolton. 71 years old. He's a singer songwriter. He performed in the hard rock and heavy metal music genres from the mid 70s to the mid 80s. Um, I just think that is so funny, both on his early solo albums and those he recorded as the frontman of the band Blackjack. He even toured with Ozzy Osbourne. Bolton achieved peak recognition as a pop ballad singer in the late 80s and early 90s. He gained fame for his covers of soul classics, which included Otis Redding's Sitting on the Dock of the Bay, and Percy Sledge's When a Man Loves a Woman. In later years, he ventured into various other media, including television and film, often appearing as himself. He participated in Dancing with the Stars and produced the documentary American Dream Detroit. He's sold more than 75 million records and recorded 8 top 10 albums and 2 number 1 singles on the Billboard charts, as well as winning 6 American Music Awards and 2 Grammy Awards. And he has received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. 71 years old. Let's see. And they burn, burn, burn. And then Penny goes, "Who's there?" And Atwood says to Dadman, "The Ring of Fire?" And speaking of Folsom County, and Admiralty says, Michael Bolton's only accomplishment is living with Nicolette Sheridan. I just thought it was very interesting that I put his birthday right after Johnny Cash. It was like, okie dokie. And Dedman says, hello to everybody. And he will probably be lurking. And Richard Mellor says, that is a good one. I'm going to take a sip of my drink real quick. I will now unmute my mic and remember to speak. I always worry that I didn't unmute it. And Dadman says, Atwood, Penny answered the door. And oh, yes, I figured this would be a response from most people. Our next is Nate Ruiz, 42 years old, a singer-songwriter. He is best known as the founder and lead singer for the indie pop group Fun and of the Format. Since 2013, he has performed as a solo musician. He's collaborated in several successful songs, including Just Give Me a Reason with Pink. In 2015, he published his solo studio album, Grand Romantic, which peaked at number 7 on the Billboard 200. He has also written and composed several successful songs, including Die Young by Keisha, Stay the Night by Zed and Harley and Haley Williams, Walk Me Home by Pink and with King Woo, Walk Me Home by Pink and with Keith Urban, Maroon 5, and Ellie Goulding. In 2015, he was honored with the Hell David Starlight Award at the Songwriters Hall of Fame for his songwriting. So 42 years old. And Dad agent's telling Dadman that I responded to your song lyric and loved his song with Eminem. Nate Ruess, 42 years old. Let's check our poll out here real quick and see how it's going. We have 13 votes. Rumpelstiltskin is clearly in the lead now, with Goldilocks second, Little Red Riding Hood third, and the Frog Prince in fourth place. I saw a version of Little Red Riding Hood, which I love so much better, where the bears caught her and taught her a lesson. Fractured fairy tales. Yes. We have how many people? We have 13 people watching. Eyebrow Ting's afraid of pink. Her personal trainer took her in a terrible direction. She's ripped and she could kick your ass. There's nothing wrong with that. So we have 14 people watching. We have 12 people on the YouTube side with how many likes do we have? 11 likes. Very good. Dadman probably forgot to like it. And we have 2 people over on Twitch. Thank you guys so much for being over there. I appreciate that. And that was I mean, I liked Little Dead Riding Hood, but, and, Jerry Minoz is like, "Yay," and Emerald King, "Nothing wrong with it, but I'd like to see her fight Ronda Rousey." I don't know who I don't know who that is. Who is Ronda Rousey? See, I'm so bad with names. I'm hoping that being able to do this show, I will, oh, a professional wrestler, okay. Wow, a former judoka and mixed martial arts artist. Wow. Sorry, I was looking her up. And we have, Lady V Elements, Morning Misses. Hello. Thank you so much for dropping by. She didn't just say her last name like that. Okay, I don't quite know how Gilda Radner got into the conversation, but, yes, she is. Rousey? Okay, Rousey. Ronda Rousey. So, yes. You have a wonderful day, Lady V. I hope it all finds you well. Teresa Palmer. Teresa Palmer's 38 years old. She's an Australian actress. She began her career with roles in Bedtime Stories, The Sorcerer's Apprentice, Take Me Home Tonight, and I Am Number 4. She received further recognition for starring in the films Warm Bodies, Lights Out, Hacksaw Ridge, and Berlin Syndrome. She starred and co-wrote and co-produced the drama film The Ever After with her husband, Mark Webber. And in 2018 to 22, she starred in the supernatural drama series A Discovery of Witches. Teresa Palmer, 38 years old. She does not look like Gollum. She does not look like Golem. It is 30 minutes past the hour, 10:30 in my neck of the woods, and we have 12 people watching. Thank you guys very much for that. We have 2 people on Twitch. We have 10 people on YouTube with 11 likes. Our poll, how is our poll looking? Let's see if it's changed any. Come on, let's move up here. I don't think it has. Nope, we have 13 votes. The same outcome as before. Rumpelstiltskin, Goldilocks, Little Red Riding Hood, and then the Frog Prince. And Penny's telling Sheldon to go away. I'm folding my laundry. Oh, goodness. We have Max Martin, 53 years old today. He's a music producer and songwriter. He became famous in the 1990s for writing songs such as Long as You Love Me, Baby One More Time, and I Want It That Way. He and his production company, Maratone, produced Katy Perry's hit single, I Kissed a Girl. He was named Non-Classical Producer of the Year at the 2015 Grammy Awards. His song "Tell Me What You Like" has accumulated over 1 million streams on Spotify. He became the first songwriter to win the ASCAP's Songwriter of the Year award 10 times. His real name is Carl Martin Sandberg, and he began his music career as a member of the Swedish metal band It's Alive. And Teresa Palmer says to Admiral Teague, "Stay away from my precious." Sci-Fi Mommy, were you I don't know if you were I think I said hello to you earlier. If I didn't, hello, hello. I hope you are doing well today. I get my shows mixed up and I don't remember who was who was here on what days. And sometimes I think I've said hi and I haven't said hi. And and sometimes I say hi to somebody 3 times. So if this is my second time saying hi to you, then hello, hello. It sounds like something Dr. Frankenstein would say. Yes, it's alive. I always say every time when I go and post on Twix that I'm alive, I'm gonna get that one scene from Frankenstein and and have it where the doctor's going, "It's alive! It's alive!" Well, I'm doing that because that's what I think of every time I say it in my brain. And agent that was is at Penny, "Give me that laundry. I'll fold it. Gotta separate your lights from your darks." Gah. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I gotcha. I gotcha. Thank you so much for that. And it's Monday. I definitely feel like a mommy today. Cafe IV stat. And your dad man's giving you some coffee. Oh, goodness. Our next person is Fats Domino. Died at 89 years old, American singer, songwriter, and pianist. He's one of the pioneers of rock and roll. He sold more than 65 million records. His first single, The Fat Man, is cited by some historians as the first rock and roll single and the first to sell more than 1 million copies. 4 of his records were named to the Grammy Hall of Fame for their significance: Blueberry Hill, Ain't That a Shame, Walking to Walking to New Orleans, and The Fat Man. He was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as part of its first group of inductees in 1986. The Associated Press estimates that during his career, Domino sold more than 110 million copies, sold more than 110 million records. Passed away in 2017 at 89 years old. And thank you so very, very much. I finally learned what that abbreviation was. Um, sounds like you're yes, but yes. That's body positivity domino at Mrs. Deadman Walking. Nope, nope, not gonna do it. And Agent Atwood asked how his favorite polar bear is, and yes, I found my thrills on Blueberry Hill. Dad, man, you need to do a Fats Domino song, one karaoke. Got to find one of those and do it. I think that would be fun. Dadman does karaoke on Rambling Connects channel and Jedi Bills on the weekend. I think they do them Saturday. Uh, so yeah, go over there and check them out sometime. They're fun. It is 36 minutes past the hour, 10:36 in my neck of the woods, the East Coast of the United States. And I say welcome to all 13 people that are here. I appreciate that very much. We have 10 people on the YouTube side, 2 people on the Twitch, 3 people on the Twitch side. Thank you guys so much. Our poll is still the same, 13 votes. Rumpelstiltskin is number 1. So, and Snorter Poopus responds to Atwood, old and disgusting as always. How are you? I guess Chubby Checker was the poor man's Fat Domino. Names are so close. I think so many of them just kind of took names like that. But yeah, Domino Checker. It probably was. It probably was to um, piggyback on his success. I knew Rumpelstiltskin. I served with him. And Snortopoopus Atwood says he's good. And you're not old and disgusting. You're young and adorable. My story is number 3. Our next one is James Wan, 47 years old. He's an Australian filmmaker. He has primarily worked in the horror genre as the co-creator of Saw and Insidious franchises. He's the creator of the Conjuring universe. The lattermost is the highest grossing horror franchise at over $2 billion. Outside of horror, Wan has directed Furious 7, the 7th installment of the Fast and Furious franchise that will never end, and the DC Extended Universe superhero films Aquaman and its sequel Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. Both Furious and Aquaman grossed over 1 billion, making Wan the 8th director with 2 films to reach this milestone. He is the 16th highest grossing director of all time as of 2021, with his films having grossed over 3.7 billion worldwide. He's also the founder of the film and television production company Atomic Monster. All this before his 47th birthday. Happy birthday, James Wan. James Wan, Saw, woohoo! Yes, you are a Saw fanatic. And hello, buddy. Welcome, welcome. It says my grandfather had a lot of Fats Domino 45s and a spindle case. How cool is that? Do you still have them? That would be awesome. Happy birthday, James Wan, says Sci Fi Mombi. Since I didn't like horror movies before starting the It's Your Turn to Scream for Mombi. Oh, is that one of your shows? That's cool. I really like his works. I like that supernatural horror stuff. Um, I don't really like a lot of horror either. Um, I have been sh- uh, Atwood loves Saw, and so he's been sharing with me some of the YouTube things about Saw, not the whole shows, but and they're very interesting. I don't know if I could watch them, but, I can watch it in little bits, in little bits. And Admiral T says, "Hello there to Buddy Hepburn and, Hepburn Hepburn, that's no, Hepburn, Hepburn." I will get that name right, and your dad kept them, that is awesome. Oh, you need to play him. You need to play him. I like his hair. I think his hair looks good in that one. A little bit of red there, kinda poofed up like he's working. He's had his headsets on and took them off. Yes, yes. I can only yes, I agree. I agree. That's why I watched them in little bits. He says he looks like he wants to speak to the manager. Oh boy, it's going fast. Let's see. Hello, hello. And Killer Rabbit says classical universal monsters is my horror preference. And let's see. Sci-fi asks, have you seen New 2 yet? And Atwood says he has not. So well, I'd like to hear about that when you guys watch it. I ate like a steak biscuit this morning for breakfast, and my mouth feels all salty now. It's really weird. Buffalo Bill Cold. None. Oh, none too. I said new. None too. Hey, I'll just go. Hey, I don't know, so I'll just go with whatever you say. It is actually none too. Not into the torture horror stuff. It's tough. I couldn't sit and watch a film like that. I can watch bits and pieces. Um, but I couldn't go to a theater and watch them. We did like the first Nun though. So Buffalo Bill Cody, American soldier, bison hunter, and showman. He's one of the famous and most famous and well-known figures of the old American West. He started his legend when he was only 23 years old. Shortly thereafter, he started performing in shows that displayed cowboy themes and episodes from the frontier and Indian wars. He founded Buffalo Bill's Wild West in '83, taking his large company on tours in the United States and in 1887 in Europe. His shows featured the legendary Annie Oakley, and from his creation of the Wild West show, he is considered one of the first global celebrities. Buffalo Bill Cody, 70 years old when he passed away. Jackie Gleason passed away at 71 years old. He's so funny. He's an actor, comedian, writer, and composer. He is also known as the Great One. He was known for his brash visuals and verbal comedy. Um, he actually started as like an insult comic. This whole style was just totally wrapped up in the character of Ralph Cramden, the bus driver character from The Honeymooners. He had two trademark phrases, and away we go, he would say, as he left the show at the beginning of the TV show that he was in, the Jackie Gleason show. And he would also say how sweet it is about almost anything. That was his reaction to almost anything. He had quite a few notable film roles. He was Minnesota Fats in The Hustler that starred Paul Newman, Buford T. Justice in the Smokey and the Bandit series, which had Burt Reynolds in it. Gleason enjoyed a prominent secondary music career during the 50s and 60s. He produced a series of best-selling mood music albums. His first album, Music for Lovers Only, still holds the record for the longest stay on the Billboard Top 10 chart. It stayed on there for 153 weeks. And his first 10 albums sold over 1 million copies each. His output spans more than 20 singles, nearly 60 long-playing record albums, and more than 40 CDs. 71 years old, Jackie Gleason. Yes, he was Buford T. Justice, and he was a great actor, even in serious roles. Yes, and Jackie Gleason ran the first space from One Day, Alice, bang, zoom to the moon. Exactly. He always wanted to send Alice to the moon. And Cody, uh, Wyoming has 5 museums dedicated to Buffalo Bill. Sounds like a road trip for you and Dad, man. I think we were in Cody, Wyoming. We just didn't have time. Andy Oakley shot a cigarette out of the Kaiser's mouth. Yes, very, very good shot she was. And Jackie Gleason was successful because he mostly made fun of himself. He did. He didn't take himself so seriously. And I think that's what made him so fun to watch. And you watched 2 nights ago, you watched Smokey and the Bandit. We actually got to see, was it this year or last year? Um, it was the anniversary of Smokey and the Bandit. I don't remember what year, but we got to see it in the movie theater, and it was wonderful to watch it in the movie theater. Let's see. Soon as I get Buford T. Justice, soon as I get home, the first thing I'm gonna do is punch your mama in the mouth. And I don't know if I posted this one or not, but yes, Jackie Gleason had a band, and the singer was George Clooney's mom, Rosemary Clooney. Yes. To the moon, Alice. And we have your Muslim uncle. Hello. How are you doing this morning? And we have a bunch of hellos to your Muslim uncle. So we have 16 people watching now. Wow. Thank you guys so much for that. We have how many? 13 people over on the YouTube side, and we have 3 people on the Twitch side. Thank you so much for that. Our poll, we have 15 votes now. We have actually we have 16 votes because we have 1 vote from um the Twitch side, which is Rumpelstiltskin. So that makes Rumpelstiltskin in the lead with Goldilocks second, Little Red Riding Hood catching up to third, and the Frog Prince very far behind in fourth place. So we are doing really good with our poll, and we have Phil TMNT. Hello to you, and I hope you had a wonderful birthday. I know that that was recent. What we have now is a total disrespect of the law. Buford T. Justice. And yes, Dadman loved Wyoming. He would love to go back to Wyoming. So Jackie Gleason, 71 years old when he passed away. Our next actor is Tony Randall. He was 84 years old when he passed away. Okay, wait, we gotta go back there. We got another whole thing here on him. Uh, Sheriff, the fact that you're a sheriff is not germane to the situation. Buford T. Justice. The GD German got nothing to do with it. Oh, yes. And Phil MT is watching from his retirement home. No. My friend Rumpelstiltskin held up to his end of the deal. He'd still be with us if that woman hadn't reneged on her part of the deal. Wyoming? Wyoming? Why not oming? I admire Tony Randall. He married a 30-year-old when he was 75. Um, and I believe he had 2 children. Yes. He has starred in theater, radio, film, and television. He's probably best known for his portrayal of Felix Unger in the television adaptation of the 1965 play The Odd Couple by Neil Simon. Dun-dun, dun, dun-dun. Some of his films are Will Success Spoil Rock Hunter, Pillow Talk, The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, Seven Faces of Dr. Lau, which he played 8 characters in because he had a cameo in the crowd, so he actually was 8 separate characters in that. He was in the Gong Show movie where he kind of made fun of himself, and his last movie was It's About Time. He also did voice work in My Little Pony, Rescue at Midnight Castle, Lyle Lyle Crocodile the Musical, and Gremlins 2: The New Batch. He founded the National Actors Theater in 1991, and he was a favorite of late night talk shows. He was a guest panelist on many game shows, including What's My Line, Password, The Hollywood Squares, and the $10,000 and $20,000 Pyramids. He appeared on The Late Show with Johnny Carson 105 times. He was one of the first guests on the debut episode of Late Night with Conan O'Brien, and he made 70 appearances on both of David Letterman's late night shows. In a career spanning decades, he received 6 Golden Globe Award nominations and 6 Primetime Emmy Award nominations, and he won 1 Emmy. Yes, he did. Let's see. Let's go up here. Let's see. Let me see. Get back up here, make sure. Yes, Smokey and the Bandit is infinitely quotable. Yes. Boy, when we get home, I'm going to punch your mama in the mouth. Yes. Now we have some hellos, and Dadman's going to lurk again. He had to work with Jack Klugman. They worked quite a bit together, not only on that show. Tony Randall was in the Renee Zellweger, um, Ewan McGregor embarrassing piece of garbage Down with Love. Well, you still got to pay the rent. He did several, yes, he did several movies with Rock Hudson playing his friend. Pillow Talk was one of those, yes. His last role, no, I think I said what his last role was. Let's see. His last movie was It's About Time. His last movie was actually It's About Time. And Dadman says, thanks for being here. Please hit that like button and make sure you're subscribed. And please share out this stream. Thank you. We have 16 people watching. And I did want to check one thing, one fact out. I did say I wanted to make sure it was correct because I did not write it down because I only have so much time. And since it was brought up, I wanted to look at that. And yes, in November '95, at the age of 75, he married a 25-year-old Heather Harlan, which was an understudy from the production The School of Scandals, in which Randall was starring at the National Actors Theater. Um, they lived in Manhattan, and they had 2 children born in '97 and '98, and they remained married until Randall passed away in 2004. So, yes, you were correct on that, um, Admiral Teague. So So he did marry a 30-year-old. He married a 25-year-old. Yes, cue the Odd Couple theme. Yes, when Klugman had throat cancer, he was there for him. They did a there was a show, a movie. Um, yes, yes, it was kind of like Richard Dawson marrying a contestant. Mrs. Randall was even younger than I thought. What a swordsman! Yes, yes, more power to Tony. Absolutely. It is 56 minutes into the show, 10:56 in my neck of the woods, which is the East Coast of the United States, and we still have not finished our birthdays. Wow. Our next one is Levi Strauss. Levi Strauss passed away at 73 years old. He was a German born American businessman. He founded the first company to manufacture blue jeans. His firm, Levi Strauss and Company, began in 1853 in San Francisco. He opened a wholesale business as Levi Strauss and Company and imported fine dry goods from his brother in New York, which included clothing, bedding, combs, purses, and handkerchiefs. He made tents and later jeans while he lived with Fanny's. Oh, he lived. I don't know. I missed something out here. A tailor, Jacob W. Davis of Reno, Nevada, was asked by one of his customers to a way to strengthen work pants so that her husband was a um, woodsman, and she just needed some stronger pants. And so he created the design of Levi's using rivets. Uh, they became so popular that he actually couldn't um, keep up with it. So he asked Levi Strauss to help him. And so he went and helped him apply for a patent. And one half of the patent was assigned to Levi Strauss, and the other was to the tailor. And in 1994, um, Strauss was inducted into Hall of Great Westerners of the National Cowboy and Western Heritage Museum. He passed away at 73 years old. Our next person is Greg Germain or German, 66 years old. He was an actor who starred in Ally McBeal. McBeal. Yes, The Odd Couple was a movie of the show, not a movie of the play. Yes, it was actually in the later years. I believe that one of them, someone was getting, one of the kids was getting married, and they got in a fight, and Felix had to, Felix Unger had to move back in with, I can't remember Jack Klugman's character's name, but had to move back in with him. So yes. He had acted in the popular series Grey's Academy and had a recurring role in House of Lies. Was also in films Talladega Nights, Down to Earth, and Child's Play 2. He amassed over 100 acting credits throughout his career. Outside of acting, he is also a writer and has penned both a screenplay and a play. Happy birthday, 66 years old today. Oscar Madison. Thank you so much, Admiral. All of a sudden, I could not remember. Felix's daughter got married and Gloria threw him out because he was a wreck. Yes, Oscar Madison. Thank you guys so much for that. Our next person is Victor Hugo, 83 years old, someone that Dadman really likes because he wrote the classic novel Les Miserables, which the play was based on, which Dadman just absolutely adores. He also wrote The Hunchback of Notre Dame and is considered one of the greatest French writers of all time, and is also known for his poetry collections such as Les Contemplations and La Legende de Cel something. Siècles, Sieclees, 83 years old. Victor Hugo. Chris McNally, 44 years old. He's an actor and writer. He's been in episodes of Supernatural, Falling Skies, and Altered Carbon. He is probably most noted for his roles as Lucas Bouchard in the Hallmark Channel series When Calls the Heart. He is a member of the Hallmark staple of wholesome talent. He's appeared in several holiday productions distributed by Hallmark, including Hearts of Christmas, Rocky Mountain Christmas, and The Sweetest Heart, and Winter Princess. Chris McNally, he just looks like he would be in a Hallmark movie. Oh, great. One more day. Dadman is singing now. Les Mis is a great play, but the book is like 1,300 pages. Um, uh, they have abridged it. It was even longer when he had a lot of political discourse, which nobody would understand today. So they took a lot of that out. He is known for very, very political, uh, writing a lot about political stuff at the time, pages upon pages upon pages. And and a lot of that was edited out. So it would have been even much, much longer if you had the unabridged version. So if you ever want to try to read Les Mis, always get the abridged version. It's the one time I recommend. I don't recommend. I say do an unabridged. Do an unabridged. I mean, do an abridged. Get it shortened. Get it shortened. That's the one. So, yes, and we have hello from B from O. Hello to you, and I hope everyone in your household is doing well today. And yes, he'll belt out a couple verses of Master of the House. And yes, it is. It's a book you have to work at reading. Some books you can just kind of oh, maybe one day. Um, Some books, they're easy reads and but I loved reading it, but it was hard. It was a hard read. I've never read. Yeah, I gave up on Les Mis after trying to get through about 30 pages of them describing a spider weaving a web. I was like, I'm out. That's when you scan. I've learned to scan a lot in reading books. And Moby Dick is a like 2,000 pages unabridged as well. Yes. And Buddy says the book can be confusing because Jean will change name references if you don't follow that it is him with a different name from time to time. That could do it. And you'd pay to hear that? Well, my Kofi account is Mrs.DadmanWalking55. The lady wants something shorter. Okay. No, I was talking about the book. And we have Sue B. Good morning to you. I hope today is finding you well. The Liam Neeson version is very good. I agree. The Canterbury Tales is amazing, but a challenging read. I think a lot of the older books, um, if you don't read them all the time, they can be challenging. If you start reading them and kind of get your brain where it's, that the way the diction is different, the way they write it, the pacing, I don't know what the word is for that, but you know, um the tempo of it when you're reading it is so much different than books today. And they actually use vocabulary that is not, 2 syllables. But yes, and it's also a different, um, a time period. The whole just the whole way it's written is so, um, it's different. It'd be like trying to someone trying to read something from a Southern writer, that's writing in real Southern dialect. Yeah, Middle English can be a look up a word heavy. Yes, and once you get kind of used to it, you learn some of the vocabulary. Exactly. And we have Anguo. Hello, Anguo. I want to hear whoops, I want to hear a duet If Somewhere Out There by Mr. and Mrs. Dadman. No, you don't. No, you don't. That would be awful, awful scary. I'd scare everybody away. Our next person is Keith Ferguson, 52 years old. He's a voice actor. He's done voice work of Blue from Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. Yay! He's done Flintheart Gloomgold in DuckTales, Bosch von Rosenberg from Final Fantasy 12, Marluxia from Kingdom Hearts, Lord Hater from Wander Over Yonder. He was also Lord Saladin from Destiny and Destiny 2, and Reaper from Overwatch. He provided a number of sound alike portrayals. He does Harrison Ford um, as Han Solo and Indiana Jones on Robot Chicken. Han Solo was on a Lego, I believe, a Lego video game. He did Will Ferrell, as Megamind, and Owen Wilson as Lightning McQueen in the Cars franchise. Yes, yeah, they have archaic words. Yes, and sometimes it's good to get an older dictionary because those archaic words are not always in the dictionary. So, yes, whoops, I got to move something here real quick. My TV monitor is literally falling. So give me 1 second here and see if I can get this moved to where it won't be falling. There we go. So much better. So much nicer that it's not falling. Um, and and yeah, I said that. He goes, Keith, I love Keith. He was Saladin in Destiny 2. I told you that. People listen to what I say. Um, and archaic words and Snortopoopas, his spirit, chong, chong, chonged house and vent there. As I came never I cannot tell or when. What could be simpler than that? I know. Why do people have so much trouble with that? And somewhere out there, I think I've heard that song. I tried to find a non-goofy picture of him, but there are no non-goofy pictures of him. He's just so happy all the time, and he just has done some just silly poses. And we have Bill Duke, 81 years old. He is known for his physically imposing frame. He works primarily in the action and crime drama genres, and often his character is related to law enforcement. He is usually a character actor. He has starred opposite Arnold Schwarzenegger in Commando and Predator. He has appeared in films like Car Wash, American Gigolo, Bird on a Wire, Menace to Society, X-Men: The Last Stand, and Mandy. He is known on television as Agent Percy O'Dell in Black Lightning. He's directed episodes of numerous television series, including Cagney and Lacey, Dallas, Hill Street Blues, Miami Vice, The Twilight Zone, and American Playhouse. He's directed films, Deep Cover and Rage in Harlem. He was nominated for a Palme d'Or for Rage in Harlem, as well as and he's also directed the comedy Sister Act 2. So Bill Duke, 81 years old. Our last one is a sports ball. It is Marshall Faulk, and that's his his uh his trading card. I thought that was kind of a neat picture. I was trying to find one that showed him in a uniform, but it was kind of hard, kind of hard. Oh, I'm not even gonna. And And it says, look through an old set of Encyclopedia Britannica and the World Book Encyclopedia yearbooks. New books have way different recollections. Yes, they do. And Dadman's like, what? Predator? Let's go back. Yes, him, Predator. And hey, it's that guy from Predator. Laughing and get in the chopper. I don't even remember his name in Predator. It doesn't matter. And we have whatever this is saying. The bear ate the seal and then slept. Yes. Oops, oops. Marshall Faulk. This is our last birthday. He's 51 years old. He's an American former professional football player who was a running back in the NFL for 13 seasons with the Indianapolis Colts and St. Louis Rams. He is widely regarded as one of the greatest running backs of all time. He played college football for the San Diego State Aztecs, with whom he was a two-time unanimous All-American. He was selected by the Colts as the second overall pick in the 1994 NFL Draft. He was with the Colts for 5 seasons and played his last 8 seasons of his career with the Rams. He was a member of the Greatest Show on Turf, a name given to the St. Louis Rams team that appeared in 2 Super Bowls and won Super Bowl 34. In 2000, he was named the most valuable player of the NFL. Falk is one of only 3 NFL players to reach at least 10,000 rushing yards and 5,000 receiving yards, and the only one to amass 12,000 yards rushing and 6,000 yards receiving. He was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame and the College Football Hall of Fame, and he had a 2,000-yard season. It was unreal. Yoo-hoo, Marshall, love those St. Louis Rams, LOL. So he is our final birthday um, recipient today, and happy birthday to you, and happy birthday to everybody who is celebrating the day of their birth um, on this day. So I hope you all have wonderful birthdays and many, many more. It is an hour and 13 minutes into the show, and we have only just finished the birthdays. It is 11:13 in my neck of the woods, which is the East Coast of the United States, and I welcome you all here. We still have 14 people watching. Excuse me, I'm going to take a drink real fast. Oh, goodness. My throat is so dry this morning. I thank you all for being here. We have our poll. Let's check and see how it is going. We have 20 votes because we have one that's over on the Twitch side. Let's see if we can figure it out. I believe that uh it is tied because if I add one to Rumpelstiltskin, let's see. Let's see what this is. So if Goldilocks was, how many do you think Goldilocks would be? I don't know. I think they're close to tied. Hopefully it will come a widening span. I think Goldilocks and Rumpelstiltskin are first place If not, Rumpelstiltskin is a very close second. Then we have Little Red Riding Hood and the Frog Prince. I can't figure the math out right now, so my brain hurts. It is not a write-in vote. And, Mandalorian, you have a good day. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's not a write-in vote, it's someone on the Twitch side who does not have access to YouTube, and so, we take their vote. Your 3 cousins vote for Goldlock. Goldlock, the tie is broken. So, you can kinda tell our theme is fairy tales today. We actually have, that's what our memes are. Rumpelstiltskin doesn't get credit for all the good he did. He had a lot of money saved to give. That kind of good education was going to teach him how to weave straw into gold. Yes, exactly. A write-in because yes. And save the kid. Yeah, a good education. You are correct. Misunderstood. I think so many of these fairy tales are misunderstood. So today, the Disney movie version of a fairy tale, the German fairy tale, and the Germanic myth. Yes, I think most of them should really be more like this, and we've made them so much more like that. I like this version of the fairy tales so much better when they have to chop off toes and turn into foam and all that stuff. I think they're so much better. I told Rumpel to see a doctor about that anger problem. He just yelled at me though. It's more like the Grimm fairy tales. Yes. So here we go. Your nose will grow if you lie. Damn. He's lying down. Get it? Lie. I had to look at this one for a second and really, really think about it. Yeah, you have to sleep sitting up, Pinocchio, for the rest of your life. Ah. What's the difference between a northern fairy tale and a southern fairy tale? A northern fairy tale begins once upon a time. A southern fairy tale begins, y'all ain't gonna believe this shit. You can't be the girl I'm looking for. So let's just live together until I find her. Finds a random corpse in the wood, kisses it. And that tells you everything you need to know about men. Even as a kid, I was I always like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? It was even a kid realized that was wrong. Oh, and Teague says the original ending is Rumpelstiltskin gets so damn angry he splits in half and dies. Yes. Yep, that sounds about right on the fairy tales in the South. Yes. I just think that I no, come on, tell me. Did you guys never ever think about that? The fact that she's dead In everyone's eyes, she's dead, and he goes up and gives her a big old sloppy kiss. That's just wrong. And Snorter Pooper says, in my version of Rapunzel, she's just a silly girl with hair weave, and Rumpelstiltskin grabs the hair, then falls down and goes boom. Yes, you gonna ain't believe this shit. There I was, and and yes, thought about a lot of things like that. So many of these are my least favorite fairy tale is Fairy Tale of New York. Two drunk Irish people yelling. If I want to see that, I can go to any family occasion. I'm sick of guys who are always staring at my boobs. Here, wear these Crocs. They'll be too busy staring at them instead of your boobs. Oh. Oh, my life is just like Cinderella. The housework is never done, and I never can find more than one shoe. That is so true. You're the most beautiful woman here. I have found my bride. Bride? You might want to try asking me on a date first. It's the prince woman. Say yes. Brie Larson had that problem until she started wearing open-toed shoes. No one looks at anything but her feet anymore. Oh, poor thing. Cinderella, say yes. Just say yes. Me, who's your favorite fairy tale character? Her, Cinderella. Me? Mm. If you understand this meme, you understand this meme. Underwear gnomes are a modern fairy tale? I have never heard of that. Poor fairy tale. Everyone says they want a fairy tale wedding, but when I show up and curse their firstborn, suddenly I'm a jerk? If you want the wedding, you gotta get it all, the entire fairy tale. Uh, you and Bree's feet, yes, yes, Teague, and it's the agony of the feet. Oh, according to Gravity Falls, Underwear Gnomes is a modern fairy tale, and sci-fi remember to keep my feet hidden. So if you want that fairy tale wedding, remember, you've got to, you know, this happens. Exactly. My girlfriend said she wanted a fairy tale relationship. Fair enough. I gave her a loaf of bread and left her in the forest. I'm sorry. I think this one's funny. Says you are the love of his life, forgets what you look like, and has to put a shoe on every girl in the kingdom. Exactly. You look that different. She looks that different with her hair put up in a bun. Really? You truly want to marry this guy, huh? Life is not a fairy tale. If you lose your shoe at midnight, you're drunk. If that isn't true love, leaving you in the forest with bread. I think they're all funny. They all in various degrees. I think they're all funny. Life is not a fairy tale. If you lose your shoes at midnight, you're drunk. No one said the prince was smart. Too much inbreeding, probably at Habsburg. Exactly. I know. I know it does affect their brains. I wonder what Rachel Zegler's take in all these fairy tales would be. Weird, 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 weird. Ha, no glasses equals Superman. No glasses equals Cal Cal-El. Superman glasses equals Clark Kent. That's true. That is true. I'm locking you up in here. Oh, okay. And I changed the Wi-Fi password. What? I'll lock me in anywhere, but just let me have Wi-Fi, please, please. And Sleeping Beauty never woke up. No prince dared to wake her up and face sexual assault charges. Yes, this fairy tale would not last today. Would not work today. Yeah, but with no Wi-Fi password, Atwood. With no Wi-Fi, would you want to be locked up in a room just sitting there? Hmm. She was fine too until they said no Wi-Fi. This one hits a little bit too close to home. After midnight, all magically created things either disappear or turn back to normal, except the glass slippers. Not a single girl in the entire kingdom could fit into it. Fine. But why does the prince need it to find Cinderella? He's met her twice. Exactly. And yes, why did not the glass slipper change back? It is enchanted also. Hmm? It's one of those inquiring minds want to know. So, yes, we'll leave you on that thought. So that is our memes today. They were fairy tale memes, as you can tell. We have a fairy tale theme, so I bet you can guess one of our celebrations is today. We have still 19 votes. Everything is still the same here. We have 9 people watching on YouTube. Thank you so much for that. And we have 2 people watching on Twitch. Appreciate that very, very much. Yes, you got that right, as you can see. So, since it's an hour and a half into the show, I'm going to zip right over into the celebration. So, what are we celebrating today, you ask? Well, let's see. What is the first one? Our first one is National Letter to an Elder Day. This was started by a nonprofit organization called Love for Our Elders. They found that a lot of people in nursing homes don't have a lot of people visiting them. And so they started writing letters and sending cards to the people of the nursing home and saw how much it helped them with their outlook. So he decided to create a nonprofit, and it's dedicated to finding loneliness with love among senior communities. And it's celebrated today by sending an elder a handwritten letter of love. So, National Letter to an Elder Day. And it doesn't have to be somebody in the senior community. It could be somebody in your neighborhood that you know, or if you go to church, somebody in your church. Um, so, Only if they're older and alone. So, yes. When did Rumpelstiltskin gain weight? When he puts a name tag on. And, speaking of Superman, yes, yes. No, write a handwritten letter. And today is also National Set a Good Example Day. And this is from nationaldaycalendar.com. And I get all my celebrations from three websites, daysoftheyears.com, nationaltoday.com, and nationaldaycalendar.com. And sometimes I like what they've written so much I just read it straight from the page. So this one is from National Day Calendar. And this is for National Set a Good Example Day. When we observe kindness in others, we often inspired to offer kindness ourselves. Someone set a good example for us to follow, and we must continue those good examples for others in our life. Everyone influences others. The influence could be positive or negative. Some of the ways we can easily set a good example include demonstrating kindness, being compassionate, acting with fairness, practicing tolerance, being just, and treating others with respect. These good examples reflect a person's values and positively affect them and others. Setting a good example can be applied in every setting. Setting a good example day encourages individuals of any age and from any background to contribute to the well being of others. A simple act of kindness, consideration, or good conduct enhances the person and the whole community. So, National Set Example day. Do whatever you need to do, however you can do it. Our next day is da, 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 National Tell a Fairy Tale Day. This one, that's why we did the memes and we have the poll from National Day Calendar again. What were once oral histories, myths, and legends are retold around the fire or by traveling storytellers. They have been written down and become known the world over as fairy tales. The origins of most fairy tales would fail today's standards of the Association of Fairy Tales. They told unseemly tales and would be rated as inappropriate for children. Most traveling storytellers told fairy tales with dramatic detail to make children behave, teach a lesson, or pass the time, much like ghost stories around the campfire today. National Tell a Fairy Tale Day encourages you to tell a fairy tale or two um, to those that you love. So, National Tell a Fairy Tale Day. Excuse me. And we have National Pistachio Day. Crack open a pistachio and enjoy directly from the shell, or enjoy them on ice cream, or how about pistachio pudding? Mmm, yummy, yummy. National Pistachio Day. And this one's an interesting day, Thermos Bottle Day. Not sure what we're really supposed to celebrate today, but here goes. Vacuum flasks are specially designed to ensure hot liquids stay hot and cold liquids stay cold. The thermos with a capital T is a trademarked brand name, but it is used now to describe any vacuum flask that stores hot and cold water. Uh, Thermos with a lower T um, has been ruled in a court of law that it can be used generically. But if you use a capital T, that belongs to the actual thermos company itself. So there you go. Thermos Bottle Day. Not really sure why that day is here, but there we go. And of course, Levi Strauss Day. Um, and here's a more detailed story about how everything came to be. And this is from daysoftheyear.com. One day in 1870, one of Strauss's clients, a tailor named Jacob W. Davis, was approached by a woman who needed a pair of exceptionally strong working pants for her husband, a woodcutter. Her request prompted Davis to make a pair of pants from the denim he'd bought from Strauss's shop that he then strengthened with copper rivets to reinforce the stitching. Word of the new article of clothing and its endurance spread fast, and Sue Davis was not able to keep up with the demand for his invention, nor did he have the resources to open a larger tailor shop or obtain a patent. Falling further and further behind and afraid someone else would steal his idea, Davis decided to ask Strauss financial backing in the filing of a patent application. Strauss agreed, the patent was issued, and the two men became business partners, and Levi Strauss and Company was born. So, yes, that is a part of how Levi Strauss Day, celebrating this iconic garment um, that is worn by today by everyone. Any social class wears jeans. Um, so yes, Levi Strauss Day. That is our final celebration today. So I thank you all for being here. And before you all leave, I do want to put this promotion out there for you all. Um, and this is happening on Saturday, May 2nd. It is this coming Saturday. Um, our friend Masters Mexico is having an online bazaar sale. 35 years of collections and unique rare pieces of jewelry are going to be there. It is going to be live on Twitch. And the Twitch channel is www.twitch.tv, MARZLS_welt, WELT. Um, it starts at 6 p.m. Central European time, which, if I did the calculations correct, is 12 p.m. Eastern time. So noon Eastern time. If you'd like to help support him, um, that would be wonderful. You could do that, maybe get some neat stuff there. Um, if you don't want to participate in the bazaar sale but would like to support him financially, um, he does have some medical stuff and is just trying to get some stuff dealt with. You can go to Kofi.com, Rollo's Vintage Adventures. That is his Twitch name. He also is Masters Maniac Mexico. They are the same person, and you could support him that way. So if you would love it, if you guys could show up on Saturday at 6 p.m. Central European time, which I believe is 12 p.m. Eastern time, to go and support him and help him um, with this sale. That would be greatly, greatly appreciated. Um, so thank you so much for that. Let's close our poll and let's see how that is going here, and then I will finish looking up at the chat. It's still 19 votes, 20 votes, I believe. Let's see. Let's people do math. So I believe there's one Frog Prince vote. So that makes 18. Yep, I think Goldilocks and Rumpelstiltskin, because of the write-in votes on Twitch, are in first place. Then Little Red Riding Hood and the Frog Prince are in second and third. We're going to end the poll now in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the poll is ended. And let's see what it is. Yes, we have Goldilocks and Rumpelstiltskin in first, Little Red Riding Hood second, Frog Prince in third. That's what the write-in votes we have over on Twitch. Thank you, everybody, for participating in that. And thank you for the 8 people who are still watching now. Let's see. Yes, Levi Strauss was predisposed to success. They had good genes. I would went to look something up while I was reading about the thermos, typed in thermos. I've done that. I have no idea what that means, Jerry. I have no idea. And Levi Strauss was predisposed to success. Good genes, absolutely. He was. I love Levi, but they're never included in sales at stores near me. And I hate spending $70 for my size and jeans. And it's only my size too. Then explain little kids that have holes in their jeans. Uh, well, they can wear them a while. And it says that not says that they never get torn or anything. It's just that they have and Snorta Poopa says, "Yay for the bears and boo for that little nasty." Oh, you just don't like Goldilocks, poor thing. Oh my gosh. You hey, did you know diarrhea is genetic? It runs in your genes. Jeans. Ugh, that was a groaner. That was a groaner. Ugh. Well, thank you all for being here. It is now time for shameless promotions. I am going to promote this one more time. There's a bazaar on Saturday, March 2nd at 6 p.m. Central European Time, 12 p.m. Eastern Time on Twitch at twitch.tv, Marzel_Welt. Um, if you are interested in that, please go and support Masters Maniac Mexico. You have seen him in chat. I'm sure most of you know him. I'm going to go ahead and put the link right here in the chat so that if you want to go over there and save the page or um, Marzls. So if you want to go over there and support that, Levi, you can go over there and follow it and bookmark it however you want to check it out next Saturday. Levi Strauss designed a pool made from denim. It's called the Jean Pool. Ba-dum bump. Yes, that is so funny. Oh gosh. Oh, maybe I should have done Gene memes. Oh well. So please go over there and support Masters. It would greatly, greatly be appreciated. Also, I have streams, building streams. I'm hoping to get back into them. My impromptu ones I will let you know about on Twix, MdadmanWalking55. Um, Also, my morning musings on Monday and Friday, 10 a.m. I also have puzzle ones on the weekend. I am actually going to do a puzzle tomorrow. So I'm going to start doing a puzzle midweek. I'm going to call it a mid-weekend um, puzzle. So there will be a puzzle tomorrow on our stream, and I hope you guys show up and help me solve it. That is half of the fun of it. You want to know my PO box address to send anything to me, Dadman, or Ang? You can check it out on my info pages on YouTube and Twitch. You want to support my channel? You can at Kofi, Mrs. Dadman Walking 55, a one-time. Oh, tomorrow is Tuesday. Sorry, Wednesday. Wednesday. I will be doing that. Yes, tomorrow is Tuesday. Wednesday, I will be doing the puzzle stream. Wednesday. I keep thinking today. I don't know what I think. Um, so let me see about a Twitch raid. Um, I'll look over there in a second. So you guys over on Twitch, don't go away. Um, I'll figure that out. I also have Throne, uh, a wish list at Mrs.DadmanWalking55 Throne.com. You can go over there and to see what I have. I'd like to thank Daisy and Liam for these gifts. I'm probably going to be doing the Stonehenge maybe sometime this week. I'm hoping to do that And we also have Big Ben that needs to be done. The gift bills that we already have are from Agent Atwood, Squeak, Daisy, and Stunning. I thank you all for these wonderful gifts. They were fantastic. If you want to watch the bills, they're under the playlist called Gift Builds. Um, so you can go over there and check them out. My live streams and VODs, youtube.com at Mrs.DadmanWalking55, twitch.tv, Mrs.DadmanWalking, and my streaming schedule is Twix at MDadmanWalking. So you can check out all my information on those channels, on my About pages on YouTube and Twitch. I have all the hyperlinks so you can go there and figure it out. So I am going to pop over here real quick and let's see who is there to raid. I do not have Eagle on my Twitch channel, so I cannot raid her. Um, but I will raid. Let's go here. Let me write this in. Mrs. Dadman Walking, rating with positive vibes. Whoops. And maybe snacks. That is what I need you to copy and paste when we do the raid. But right now I am going to say, let's get to the right channel here. Goodbye to everybody. So I will say, see you next time, and remember to be kind, to show love, and remember you're not promised tomorrow. So go to bed each night with no regrets. And most of all, I wish you peace. And we are going to start the raid over here. And as that is going on, I am going to say goodbye to everybody, and you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye bye.